I am going to walk us through the customer journey map. So this is kind of one form that a customer journey could take. The information from this is coming from student information. So when you're creating a customer journey map, you've definitely got some info on your customer already. So you've done your interviews probably, you've done a deep dive, and now you're kind of putting your information all together and mapping it out. So this is a customer journey map put together as an example for this class based on our students. So based on our student demographic, this is the information in our student journey map. So let's kick it off. So we'll start here. And this will be a journey following a student named Alex. So Alex is likely receiving their degree in Fairhaven or Management, Computer Science, Industrial Design, or Design or Undecided. So this process was ranked, these numbers are the frequency that these occurred in our student population. So we've got an equal amount, 6 Fairhaven students, 6 management students, and that's the highest of the same major that we've got. So numbers in parentheses represent frequency. And from most to least. And if there's a slash, it means something is tied. So this builds our understanding that most of our students are either Fairhaven management students, computer science, ID, or design or undecided. All right, on to the next point. Alex has 6, 8, or 12 to 4 quarters left at WW. So this again was based on frequency. The most recurring frequency was 6, 8, 12 to 4. So based on student applications to our program, this is the most common amount of quarters that Alex has left here at WW. So also, we're just in the beginning part of our customer journey. We're just meeting our students. So getting to know, kind of giving some background on the empathy and interviews that have been conducted. So Alex describes themselves as creative, determined, driven, hardworking, and self-motivated. They want to make a change in the world, and they're passionate. It's really likely that Alex has a parent or role model who operates their own business. And it is also likely that in the future, Alex sees themselves as self-employed, starting their own business, or even scaling their current business. So these are 3 psychographic details that have come from student applications that help us understand who you are and what your story is, giving a little background to your journey. So now we've entered the discovery phase. So how are students discovering the entrepreneurship and innovation program here at WW? So Alex may be either actively searching for a minor that complements their major, searching for an individual class to take on ClassFinder, or not actively searching for a minor when they come across our community. So these were the top 3 ways that students discovered our minor. Channels and messaging. So here are the channels through which Alex discovered our program, and this is the messaging that stood out to them. So given the 3 circumstances here, actively searching for a minor, searching for an individual class, or not actively searching for a minor, there are 3 main channels through which Alex will come across our program. So these are kind of the mindsets that they're in, and this is how they actually find entrepreneurship at WW. The top channel was online. So 19% of students signed up for our program because they received an email, 4% because of the WW website, ClassFinder, online search, major catalog. Next highest was in person. So a lot of students came from in-person interactions, friends or personal connections. Word of mouth is huge, academic advisors, and these particular advisors. Also discovered our program at events. So the E2 event, super exciting to get students coming from there, different clubs on campus, and this tag summit. So you'll notice that some of these are bolded in red. These we bolded in red to kind of mark as areas of improvement, areas to explore. So only 1 student discovered our program through our website. So how can we use SEO and search engine marketing? SEO is search engine marketing to boost our website so that this number is a little higher. How can we increase attendance at these events so that students are engaging one-on-one with our program and experiencing it firsthand? So just some areas to explore. We'll come back to this. So once Alex has heard about our program from either of any of these channels, what kind of messaging stands out to them? So these bullet points were based on student responses to applications as what kind of stood out to you when you were thinking about applying to this program. So what made you actually apply? How to design and manage an effective business, practice for owning one business someday, experience from hands-on learning, real-world settings, networking and community, creativity, wide application of majors, non-traditional classroom, entrepreneurship, and making a change. So this is important for you to know as someone who's creating a community map because it's what's standing out to your customer. So what are you doing that's working well, that's really drawing folks in? Wonderful. So now we're at the application part. So what is Alex doing when they apply? What are they thinking? Bada bing, bada boom, they apply, yay! All right, so even though Alex has submitted their application, they're still wondering. And again, these are bulleted in red because these are big growth opportunities. Alex is wondering, how will a 2-year program fit with their major? What does the program structure look like? What exactly does Discover Design Do even mean? What projects, alums, and people exist in this community? And what opportunities exist for students within the community? So these are all questions that Alex has after they've applied. So part 5, Retainment. So Alex has applied, and they've just completed their E1 quarter, yay! Do they register for E2? In other words, do they believe that our program will meet their needs? So this part is kind of like the buying. So your customer buys, or they sign up, or they agree to purchase. The transaction occurs. So this is kind of the post-transaction, what's still lingering through their minds. And do they buy again? Do they interact with your service again? Do they recommend you to a friend? Are their needs and desires being met by your offering? So our question is, will they or did they get what they need from the program? Yes? Then yay, we're done with our customer journey. Alex is awesome, and we could probably do something regarding alums and something else diving off here. No, they didn't get what they want. And here, these might be some reasons why. So this is critical. This can help you understand why people are maybe dropping off from using your product, maybe dropping off from the program, dropping off from unsubscribing from your email list, things like that. So some reasons why folks might not be continuing with the program is maybe they don't have enough time before they graduate. In that case, there's, you could do some things like offering a summer quarter, offering an independent study. So this can help increase retainment because if someone knows that they can't continue in E4, then they might just drop off right after E1. But we still want folks to be part of our community. So another reason they might be completing E1 as part of another program's requirements. They might be an exchange student, or they might be looking for a more traditional path. And then you're done for now until you go into thinking about how you can implement these and maybe connecting with those students to understand why they were turned away from your program. So the last part 6, key takeaways, is important to any customer journey map. And this can take the form of whatever is going to serve you best in moving forward. So here are the key takeaways we took away from this customer journey map. How can we get our website in front of prospective students? How can we use our website to answer some of the curiosities people have before and after applying? How can we further emphasize the interdisciplinary and flexible structure of our program in brand messaging? How can we create opportunities for people to sample our program? So that kind of ties into word of mouth, is once people experience something, to give word of mouth, they have to experience something. So how can we increase awareness of our program among upper level advisors? And how can B-Team activities increase program awareness on our campus and further manifest our community values? So these are just a few takeaways from our customer journey map. Your customer journey could have 100 takeaways, it could have 2 takeaways, and prioritizing which ones are going to be most important to you are going to be really helpful in growing your venture. Wonderful. Thanks for watching this vid. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to reach out on Teams if you have any questions. Bye.